And we're live again. Welcome to the Bogey Boys podcast.
Joined here by Kevin and Mark as always. I don't know why, but that 30-second timer gives me anxiety going through the roof, you know. I don't know what's going on with that.
How are we, brother?
Very well, brother, very well.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. I was just talking there to the lads backstage. Like, we've got 3 lads working on this from Content Live, and we've got a video of how this all come about. And like, we were saying we were playing a golf event, weren't we, last week?
2020.
And just walked over and just started fronting
got the video here, haven't we now?
It should be coming very shortly, yeah. Just started fronting them for the cameraman. And then, like, next minute, it's all good. But so it's just a good thing of, if you don't ask people, you don't get you, and you never know what's around the corner if you just ask someone for anything, really, innit?
That's it, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Have we got it there to play now?
It should be, yeah. But does it work for you?
Yeah, it works with us, yeah.
Like all the time?
Oh, yeah.
You do freelance stuff?
Yeah, we do all sorts, yeah.
How much is it?
Depends what you want. Yeah, it depends where it is.
Round the golf, Liverpool ways.
Oh, really? Okay. Drop me an email. Yeah.
I'll speak to Chris.
All right, mate. Cheers. Anyway, play well, mate. We'll see you at the end.
Yeah, well.
Cheers. Right, so let's head back.
Absolutely just interrupted this live broadcast there to just a chat.
That's
Absolute
unbelievable.
pony
That's
to him.
unbelievable, that.
But that little me going to speak to him like that has actually turned out it could be something, the start of something special. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're here now, aren't we?
That's it.
We're here now. Let's crack on with it.
You got to take your chances, man.
That's it.
You
How
know
did
what I
the up at West Lancs, weren't you, this week, getting ready
Oh,
for
yeah.
this Saturday?
Honestly, like, I know, like, I was in the pro shop beforehand, and the fella's like, "Oh, it's like a car park out there, and there's no rain expected."
What, rock hard?
Yeah, and I'm like, "Yeah, you're proud of that."
I've seen the video with the rough.
Is that fun? Is it for anyone? You know what I mean?
So is it looking tough, is it?
It's a joke, yeah. Like, the rough might as well have out of bounds stakes in it, right down both sides.
You don't hit the fairways, you're knackered.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna need you down there, I think.
Do you want me to ball spot instead of caddy, and that'll do?
Honestly, man, it's scary though. It's like that US Open rough that they're talking about there. They're saying, "Oh, it's thick and it's this," and they're dropping balls in it, and it's going down like double or triple the ball. This is 10 times, 15 times higher than the ball. It's 2 foot, some of it.
Yeah, it's the wispy stuff as well, and so it gets you. You
cannot hit a shot out of it. It's a drop.
And the greens are rock hard as well.
And it's like you can go a yard off the green, or like not a yard, but you can go 5 yards off the green and lose your ball.
Is it bad by the green as well?
It's bad, yeah. It's going to be
Level
obviously
park,
not really
level.
meant to be around there. To be fair, like, you're meant to be on the green, but do you know what I mean? It's very punishing, and it's all like everything's 20 yards shorter than what, like, you're bouncing it up and stuff. I don't know.
Level par could do us then.
Oh, jeez, take that rob level par off you right this second, man.
No, I'm looking forward to the big one on Saturday. So how did you play when you played there?
We played a lot of good second ball golf. We played with PJ professional David Goscombe, didn't I?
He's entered as well, David?
Yeah. A few of the lads from Thornbill, Hayden, Matt.
Oh, Matt entered as well?
Yeah. All the lads have gone.
Be good if someone gets there. 32,000 fans they've announced they're allowing at the Open now this year.
God, I thought you meant
day.
at West Lancs. I know, but that's sick. That's boss, isn't it? We're getting down there.
Yeah, of course we are, yeah.
Know,
We'll be there, won't we?
Oh, yeah, we're going down there.
I'll be on your bag.
That's it.
So was that for golf for you this week?
That's all I've done, yeah.
Yeah,
I was away, wasn't it? Any golf for you? No,
don't play anymore.
Give up. You give up golf.
I'm playing tomorrow
for the
Wednesday.
best,
I know, to be fair, yeah. It's a lifetime of frustrations. But no, I'm going to play. I'm playing tomorrow. We're playing tomorrow, aren't we?
Yeah.
And then playing again on Wednesday evening in the midweek medal. So I talked, didn't I, about getting my handicap cards in and trying to get up to the 20 cards in, but no.
Oh, I see. Oh, because you're getting... No, if you get your 20 and you're going to go off 3 shots because you haven't got your rounds and you've actually got 3 less. You need to watch out when you've got 15.
Hey, but what a day.
What a day. Oh, mate.
Honestly.
Unbelievable, wasn't it?
Brooks versus Bryson was at it again.
Oh.
I know. Brad Faxon. Do you like that little bit? Yeah. Brad Faxon come out and reported, didn't he, that Bryson had declined to play with Brooks.
Yeah,
he come out and reported that. I don't know where it come from, but
did
then
Bryson confess? Before Bryson said he was up for it.
Well, Bryson come back and said nobody questioned me. I'm up for it. I like the banter. I'd like to see us get the chance to play together. And then Brooks has come out and just being like, I should play my own game. Doesn't know what he's like. Just trots around, doesn't he?
Why is Faxon shits to him like that for?
I don't know. What was interesting about it though, on the Saturday or on the Friday after they'd finished that round, they were both even par, weren't they?
Yeah.
So I was thinking, this
Honestly,
is it.
I mean,
They're going to
I
play
know,
together.
I
But
know.
this is what we've got. This is what we've been waiting for. But for one reason or another, they didn't get drawn
Do
together.
you reckon it was, surely they kind of just changed it for that though, can they? They must have.
No,
not
there's certain
been-
rules to it. I think it's,
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's how you scored that day,
Yeah,
or
I
whether you've
see.
shot under or over par to get there, or whether it's the time that you finish. But there's a specific way that they do the draws yet, so they couldn't have just fixed it to them to play
and they
together.
don't. I know, but then, do you know what? Done me head in. I was talking all last week, wasn't I, about it being WWF style, like, beef and all that.
Yeah.
Well, then an interview of Bryson when he's walking and he goes, and it's pretty fun, you know. I get a kick out of it. I did this, and there's an end game to all of this. And I was just thinking,
The money.
it's got to be on it. Like, what other end game could there be?
Yeah, I think for it to be so in your face every time, even photo bombing Brooks's interview, jumping up in the background and
what
things.
Is that
it's
about the child?
a bit over the top, isn't it? Yeah. But we had a bit of fun with it, didn't we?
No, definitely.
We're just as big a children as them. Like,
well, if there's things to jump on, you might as well jump on
definitely, definitely. And I honestly thought on the Sunday, thought we were going to see a playoff between them.
I know. Well, Bryson went into absolute freefall, didn't he? What even happened there?
So bad, wasn't it? I know, but just more fuel added to the fire for the Brooks versus Bryson. Are you still not liking it? No,
I just don't buy it.
Yeah, I
don't buy the authenticity of it. No. I know they don't like each other, fair enough, but then all the little bits, do you know what I mean?
But not many people like Bryson and his antics the same way that a lot of players don't like Reed, but they don't come out and slander Reed every week.
I suppose, like if anyone wanted to make a bit of that 8 million, they just start battering Reed and pulling him up every week.
Yeah, say something, but he's been a bit quiet himself, hasn't he? If there's one person that could have made the money off that, it's probably him, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
He's always getting hated.
But speaking of money, and like John Rahm.
Well, I know.
John Rahm.
What a guy. Honestly, that was probably the best. I'd say until they got to like 13, 14, that was looking to be like anyone's, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
And then he goes and takes it.
There he is, there, kissing his trophy. What a boy.
What a man, though. Back on top of the world. Back to world number one.
I was half falling a kip, you're in and out. It's like, half falling the more like that. And then Rahm's put on 17 winning. And I was just like, wow, this is on. This is on here.
I know.
And his interview was quality as well, just talking about like karma. I believe in karma. Yeah. And like, I knew after what happened to me, a good golf was coming. And
well, wasn't it at Memorial last year where he got to world number one? And then
in 2020.
Everything that happened at Memorial.
So then he would have got to world number one again at Memorial.
It's when he'd won that,
But then he gets a major. He's in history as the first Spanish US Open winner.
Yeah.
And like, I think it was written in the stars from that. Was it
13?
13, yeah. Come on.
Well, everyone was making doubles on that hole. I was looking at a few of the statistics there. Morikawa made a double on that hole. Bryson made a double on that hole. Scheffler made a double on that hole. And it's like inches away from going over the fence, and he's making at least a double, isn't he? Yeah, 3 off the tee again, and he gets relief off it. And I think that was the changing point, because he'd only made one bogey all day on the fourth, and that would have obviously you've seen what happened to Bryson. He made double on the hole, and then goes and makes a quad on 17, and that's the end of his tournament. So.
Well, you know what it's like when you're looking for your ball and you're visualising yourself going back to the tee, or if you're having it to provisional or whatever, and then you find your ball. It's a new lease of life, isn't it?
The steward signaled as well, isn't it, to say like it's gone
over. I know.
So
I know.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. But I've got some statistics from the
he's back, is he?
Back with the
he's
stats.
Back. Yes.
By popular demand, you said you wanted to kick off.
I've missed these stats.
So the thing that impressed me the most was his iron play, and he had 10 shots into the green all week from 175 to 200 yards, and he hit 9 greens in regulation from that distance and was first in the field.
Yeah,
so it's just on a course like that, 7-8 plus yards, uphill, downhill, around wind, getting up.
Yeah.
You need them yardages need to be spot on, and I think that was the difference for him. Even when you look a bit further down, he had 14 shots into the green from 150 to 175 yards, and he only had 50% of greens in regulation on them, and it didn't cost them. So it just shows you that the longer distance shots were obviously paying dividends for him when he was coming in, because he led the field.
You got to remember, he's probably from that distance he could be hitting 7-irons, because he's big boy, isn't he?
Well, yeah. Well, he was 12th in driving distance for the week, 317 yards. That was won again back to back by Wilco Nainabar.
It's like he's a one-trick pony, isn't he, Nainabar? Like, he gets it miles, but then that's all he's... Not that all he's got, because he's obviously playing in the major, do you know what I mean?
He's still young, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's still young.
Rahm's still young.
How old is he?
25 or
I
something.
couldn't believe he was only 25, 26.
26 maybe, yeah.
I know, could not believe it when you see that statistic. It feels like he's been around for ages. I had a little look, and Morikawa's 24, and I see Morikawa as a kid, and Rahm as a bit of a veteran.
I know,
there's
like, what is
like
that
a year,
about?
2 years in between.
All the young guns, like Wolf, how old's Wolf? 24?
22. Wolf
20,
is.
so he is a bit younger.
He is a bit younger, yeah, but Zalatoris, 24.
I know, and he, like,
you think he's just come on the scene? Well, no, he has come on the scene, but you still see him as a bit of a child, don't you?
Yeah, well, I think it's because Rahm won straight out of college, 2017, didn't he?
Yeah.
At Torrey Pines, well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was the first time he talked. Well, he said the into, like you say, calm, and everything fell into place when he got engaged and everything, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, he asked her to marry her on the cliffs or something.
Yeah.
Well, he said as well that when he lands in San Diego, it reminds him of like Spain where he grew up. So then he just feels at home.
Feels at home there.
He actually says to his girl, like, "Let's go home,
boss."
Like, fact check that one.
Do you see at the end though, he made a point, didn't he, about thanking Callaway, saying the clubs are allowing him to do things the old ones couldn't. Bit of a dig at the old
tailor-made.
Yeah.
Well, he left them, didn't he? Like they sacked him and he finished with him.
Yeah,
like, he just bailed.
He got off. Yeah.
Well, then it shows it looks better for Callaway, doesn't it? Like Callaway
that's where I seen it on Callaway's page. They reposted the hell out of that.
Oh, did he? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But no, it was an unbelievable tournament. Loads to talk about, weren't there? One thing that we need to talk about though was pre-tournament. They talked about the banning and outlawing the green reading books. How much trouble is that going to cause?
Well, did they all use them? Like,
pretty much, yeah. I know Rory. Who's
I've never even seen one till last week. Honestly,
I think we've got a picture of one.
Yeah. There they are.
Yeah, Incy, yeah, who done a post about it.
Look
from
at
Sky
the
Sports.
kip of them. What do you do with that?
I don't even know where you'd start with that. I had no idea. I think the time that it goes in studying this type of stuff as well.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how you'd interpret that. No idea.
But like them squares are like, say, X amount big. And West Lancaster, there's little arrows inside them squares. So what do they put little arrows? Like, what's the?
That must be what the colour coding is. I've no idea. I've always been a person who just stays away from that type of stuff. You know what I'm like with me putting in.
Oh yeah, but you can. Your man. I was thinking when I seen that, I was like, is that what your brain looks like? Because mine just looks like it. Man, every single one of my puts looks like a left to righter. But
it does, yeah. It does make you think. Like, you understand now why they're all getting confused and changing. Even like Morikawa, I know he ended up falling off at the end. I think he was 4 under when he made that double on 13.
Yeah.
But I was watching him on that final day, and he missed 2 or 3 like small putts.
Yeah.
And it just makes you think: are they all getting too much going
pressure
on in the brain? And
pressure
things,
as well.
So pressure. But yeah, no. But I had a quick read about who's liking it, who's not liking it. I didn't know this, but it was first discussed at a meeting at the Memorial Tournament. There's a Tour Players Advisory Council. And the chairman of that's actually Rory McIlroy, which I was shocked with as well.
Rory McIlroy is the
chairman of a council.
So he's the one outlawing them.
Well, this is what he said. He's obviously come out and
what's
said.
The reason to outlaw them? Slow play.
Yeah, there's a number of things. It takes away the art of putting.
You still got to put though, haven't you?
This is one of the arguments that one of the creators of one of the green books has come out and said. So Rory said that the meetings are confidential, but that he uses green books and he wants them gone. So that's one element of it.
It's like Shoffley last week saying, I know the arm lock putting's getting banned, but I'm going to do it.
And the Shoffley,
like,
yeah.
What?
Yeah, exactly. Well, this is the type of thing. There's too much like technical aspects to putting now. I just think like putting is not. It's not a very technical thing. You take it back. I know I'm simplifying it a lot there, but you literally take it back and take it through, and that's all it is really, and that's it.
And that's
it. But yeah, this discussion started back in 2017. The RNA and the USGA outlined a number of concerns that they had, and then in 2018 they introduced some new rules about the information that was contained in them. So that was mainly just the size of the book. So like Bryson couldn't turn up with like one of them old maps that you know,
a compass.
Travel map, and a compass. So they just made them the rule the same size as you would with your yardage books and things like that. And then they've also said that each grid can be no longer than 5 yards on the green. So there's got to be loads of little grids. And I think that's why when you've seen that picture
there's
before,
so many grids.
There's so many grids telling you what they're doing. But again, that just makes it more confusing.
Were the holotines in them? Like, does it look like the greens are being holotines in there on some of them? I was like, care for that green.
Yeah, and then obviously a bit of further reading. The other side of the argument, what I said there's a manufacturer of one of the greens books who said like anybody who says that this has got to do with slow play it's a lot of bullshit, really. Do you know what I mean? It's got nothing to do with slow play. He said Phil Mickelson is studying his greens book as he goes to the green, so he can get an idea of what his putt is, and then it goes back in his back pocket, and then he goes and puts, so it speeds the play up.
So he's getting a view, then he's looking at, just confirming his thing.
He's seen where he's hit it on the green, and as he's walking up, he's looking at the greens book.
I see. Can you get one of them for West Lancs? Because I could probably do one of them. On West Lancs, no joke, the other day, I seen a putt, and I was looking at it, just looks left to right to me, everything does. I thought, you know what, I'm just going to aim outside the right here, no reasoning behind it, and it just broke him in. And I was like,
there you go.
I'd been aiming left there and missing it left. It's very,
easy is it,
very bad, though.
How easy is it?
Very bad for the standard, though, isn't it? That are, like, very, very, very bad.
Be even worse when you qualify. Yeah, but no, there is two sides to the story. You know, I don't like them. I'm happy that they're gone.
Yeah, but you've never used them, so your putting could get even better.
I just think too much information in that type of situation is.
Yeah.
I suppose I don't travel and play a lot in different courses, so I'm probably
and it's different grass as well. Like you turn up to a Bermuda, you might not have a clue what's happening.
What's a Bermuda? No, but this is the point that this guy Strakas is making. What he's saying is that, like, when you put on your home course week in, week out, you know the slopes, so you can be a good putter because you've got an idea of where it's going to break. But when you go to a new course, you haven't got that, so you're at a disadvantage. And all the green book does is gives you that level playing field. Home level
I just put from memory anyway.
What do you mean?
Like if I look at a putt, try and think of the last time I had it, what way it went.
Yeah,
because I can't see it.
Can you not see
proper problem? That isn't it?
Big problem, that, yeah. But no, it's definitely one that's going to be discussed because I know Phil Mickelson.
So it's getting discussed to ban them, or it's getting banned?
They're saying that they haven't confirmed that it's being outlawed, but they're saying that by the end of this year it will be. So I think they're pushing forward with it, although it's not. We'll fact check this, but from my understanding, it's not
confirmed.
It's not completely confirmed, yeah. So I think your players like Bryson who live by them, and Phil Mickelson lives by the numbers now as well, doesn't he? They might struggle to see the other side of it, but I don't know if it's on all tours. So.
It might just be like having your stabilizers. You think you need them, but you take them off and you sound. Do you know what I mean? They obviously can read the green, can't they? Before that come out, so it's not like me. But I heard you just say then a game of two halves. Richard Bland had a game of two halves.
Oh my god.
What happened? Well, he had another free fall. There was a good few ejector seats, wasn't there, on the weekend?
I think what I think it was, and I could be wrong. Like I normally
that wouldn't be the first time.
But after he'd finished his second round and he was leading, he'd teed off later on the Thursday and earlier on the Friday. So he had quite a bit of a gap then if he was teeing off in the final group on the Saturday. So he goes out and he starts hitting some balls. And I just think, like, I don't know what his fitness levels are like, but I just think...
Well, surely at 48, they're not the best.
And it's primarily a long course, so it's going to be tiresome on your legs and all.
Well, I think Bryson was even saying he was going to rest after the Saturday.
This is it.
I was going to rest. I was going to chill. And Bryson's prime of his life. And he's in the best shape ever.
Well, he's another one who was out there swinging in the dark. Couldn't find the swing. But with Bland, I just think that from an outside looking in, he shot 77, 78 there. Saturday, Sunday, and I think it's got to do with fatigue.
It's got to be on it. Yeah.
You don't shoot 5 under for 2 rounds.
Yeah, but as well, you got to remember
over for the next 2.
Yeah, with all the mental stress as well. He's probably pictured himself winning the US Open at 48 1,000 times. It takes it out of you. Do you know what I mean?
Well, but that's also on the Thursday as well when you're turning up to your first one. And then what did he knock it round in level par first round? Yeah. You're happy with that, aren't you? Your first tournament around that course. And then to shoot 5 under second, was it?
He's flying, wasn't he?
67 did he shoot? Yeah. And then I just think at that point, I mean, you'll know whether that's the problem or not. Go home, get your feet up, watch the rest of the golf.
Yeah. Well, if you shoot 67, obviously you've done a good job. So it's not broke.
You think?
Statement that on it. No, like what I mean is, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
So if he's out there slogging balls, and Bryson's doing it because he wasn't happy with what he's done, and
let's talk about the Bryson thing now. Yeah, what was he? He just went out there, didn't he, and hit balls in the dark,
and then woke up in the middle of the night and had a vision of his right hand being cocked.
Very technical.
Might have been doing something else.
But you're right though. He said he was on the range, couldn't find nothing, hitting ball after ball, and then in the middle of the night, something just come to him.
Yeah.
He just lives and breathes golf, doesn't he?
Keenan says to me, like, over the last couple of months, he's like, it's mad how much you love golf. He's like, everything I say to you, like, and he goes, like, work in, golf out. He'd ask me a question about work, and then I'll just say something golf back to him. I never answer his question, so I can imagine Bryson to be well past that. Do you know what I mean? Like,
brilliant, isn't it?
Another sick mention, Ryder Cup. He's got to be Ryder Cup contender. He's definitely in the Olympics. Migliozzi. Is that his name?
I think so. The Italian guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Third, finished.
Tied fourth.
Unbelievable, wasn't it?
Boss.
I know, and he nearly held his second shot on 18 as well. See that?
Unbelievable. Like.
I know. He's a good player, though, but he's had a few good events on the European Tour as well. I think, fact-check this, but he was...
to Bland, didn't he?
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure he was one of the ones who got him through that top exemption for those 3 tournaments.
Yeah, well, it will be. What I was trying to talk about last week.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember what it was.
Yeah, that's what it is, because Eduardo Molinari got him through that.
Yeah.
I think he was another one. But no, you're right. It was just one of those tournaments. Just so much going on, weren't there? We can't not talk about Mackenzie Hughes.
Oh my God!
Honestly, he's going.
What happens if someone just shakes the tree?
Fact check. I don't know.
Like if I was there and you were next to that tree and you didn't shake it, I know it's not in the rules exactly, but I'd be fuming at you.
Throw a beer up and try
just do something. So it's like there was a crate of Stella knocking about on that. Like Bryson went by.
Bryson went through the back. Yeah, get it up there. Yeah. No, do you know what? Like it's such a harsh rule, isn't it? I think it was. He had to be able to identify that was his ball, and then he didn't have to retrieve it.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah. So then he could just drop.
Can't he just take a swing at it like that?
Just practice swinging and see where it goes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I just think it was because for the fact for it to hit the tree first,
and then
come down, and then bounce, and then just land up. I reckon if you'd have watched that live, that'd been one of them that had just got to the branch and
it's just
there.
Clipped it perfectly. And then McGinley goes, I don't know about you, Nick, but that looks like a tree you can climb.
Yeah,
and then he's like, that's a great point, but like I don't really know where you're going to go with that. It was like you couldn't be playing that. It was like a thinnest branch ever, a bird would break it.
Honestly, yeah, it was so unlucky because going in, obviously it was well publicised. He wasn't in the best of form, he was a 5 or 6 missed cuts in a row.
Yeah.
And then he's 4 under at that point, and it just absolutely killed him because I think he started off, he was 3 over, wasn't he, through the first like 8 holes or 7 holes, and he'd brought it back to get himself to 4 under. And then to make that double on 11 just absolutely
killed him, didn't it?
Killed his chances, yeah.
Well, speaking of getting killed, did you see on 17 the line that Rahm took off the tee? And he went just over, and come just over the hazard. Yeah. Well, Oosthuizen was on the same line, but just wasn't long enough, trickled into the hazard. Obviously, that's eventually cost him the tournament, hasn't it? Making that bogey.
Yeah.
But then I just can't believe for the life of me how he's not going for the green.
I know. Yeah, for his third shot.
I was bewildered.
Oh, do you mean on 18? Sorry, when he's his second shot into the green? Yeah.
Well, and also he's number 1 putter on tour from 10 foot, and he had a 10 foot of a par and missed it.
Yeah.
So make what you want out of that.
And maybe, I mean, it's maybe harsh saying this. Maybe that's why he's had so many second place finishes in majors. What do you have? 249 or 247 yards.
247. Yeah.
He can get that up there.
Easy.
You know, so and it's at the front of the green. So even if you don't get it up there, you know, you
could still have a putt
exactly
uphill because that putt down there that Rahm had was the toughest putt, wasn't it?
What does he lose by hooking it slightly and going in the water if he goes for it?
Second, he doesn't come second.
There you go, and that's sort of I don't know whether he was.
But then he come out in his interview and he had the audacity to say, "Oh, I was playing to win." He obviously wasn't playing to win at all.
No,
because. I don't know. I just see it as
he probably sees his capabilities that he can chip in. But he's played 4 rounds there and he hasn't chipped in. He hasn't held a shot that long. So
yeah, and he's made an eagle the day before. So the buzz is with you.
He holds putts from anywhere.
That's exactly so. His putt on the Saturday from the back of the green was a joke.
Yeah.
So that's got to be in your mind, surely.
Give yourself a chance.
Everyone, they even replayed it. My girlfriend woke up and was like, "Has he made an eagle there?" I was like, "No, that was just enough."
But that's all it was missing, wasn't it? Like a hole out.
But the
tournament.
I can't believe he didn't. It's done me in there.
No, I agree. You look back at his second place finishes since his 2010 win at the Open, 2012 Masters, 2015 Open, 2015 US Open, 2017 PGA, and a couple of weeks back at Kiawah Island, he was runner up again. So both 2 of the 3 majors this season, he's been runner up. Though
he's knocking on the door, isn't he? But like, look what happened to Tony Finau. He knocked on the door 3 times in a row and then just been missing cuts left, right, and he.
I know, we haven't seen him.
Like,
I forgot
he was even playing still.
Is he?
He could be in danger losing his tall card.
But yeah, another statistic there. You wanted them back, so where'd he go? He leads the tours in strokes gained putting, which you spoke about there, and he was 4th this week for strokes gained putting. And he was one of 4 players to avoid a 3-putt all week.
Was he? Yeah,
the other players were Molinari, Hadwin, and Griffin. But like you say, that just makes you think, like, give yourself a putt. Just get the putt. Even if you're 5 yards short of the green. Do you know what I mean?
Even if you go in the water, you can hold your head up high and say, how'd it go?
Yeah.
Tried. Do you know what I mean?
We spoke, was it last week? Yeah, it was last week or the week before.
What was his name?
Don't know.
And he had 200 yards, and that was an even easier shot, that from the fairway.
Yeah, from the fairway, and he never went.
And he laid up, yeah. So some people just haven't got the minerals, have they?
You've not know, but unbelievable tournament.
No, it was amazing.
Loved
every minute. That's the best major since we've been doing this pod.
Easy, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like for excitement, I know DJ ran away with it, but like
it was just it was looking to be such a climax.
It was Koepka, it was McIlroy. It was like you only spoke about Rory. Rory was flying like about.
Well, like again, talk about double bogeys. Rory had a double on 12, and at that time he was 3 under. So that puts him to 1 under. I think he went bogey double. He bogeyed the par 3, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then he made double on the next hole. So there's like 3 shots gone. In a whisper. So we talked about Morikawa. Even Casey was up there, made a double on 12. Bryson, we've talked about his double and then his quad gone. Scotty Scheffler and
double, a quad, I think, and a triple. He had a 7 as well, didn't he, on the 10th?
Did he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Did he not?
No.
I'm pretty sure he did, you know. I'm pretty sure he had a 7 on the 10th, you know.
What, on Sunday?
Yeah.
Well, okay, that's even worse then.
Fact check now.
Live fact check. Yeah, you said it now. One of us are wrong.
We're gonna post that.
Yeah, definitely. But no, I've just collected the double bogeys. But you know, Scotty Scheffler made one on 13. So we spoke about it earlier without repeating myself. That shot on 13 that doesn't go out of bounds wins it.
That's
wins
it for him, yeah.
Because then.
I mean, obviously, them 2 putts win it for him.
That puts an 18 actually wins it for him if we're going to be technical. But you know,
17 really, because that gives them the opportunity to make the 18.
I love the passion, you know, the way that was so good. It just gets your juices flowing, doesn't it?
And they were both exactly. And they were the same as when he held it at Memorial when he held it on top of DJ in the play. Was it a playoff?
That was to get into a playoff one where they both held it.
Monsters from the back of the green.
Yeah, that was unbelievable.
He's got it, hasn't he?
When we first done this podcast, remember? And I hated the fact that, like, I know there was no crowds and COVID had just happened and they were back playing golf, but I want just a bit of passion. So to see that,
it's fans as well, though. Like more fans, more thing, you know. Like Oosthuizen when he didn't go for it, as he hit his wedge shot, someone went boo.
I was like, what a legend!
I was like, this is thinking exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Oh, it's fantastic. Honestly, you're right. I think that is the best tournament that we've seen.
No,
I wouldn't even say major. I say it's the best tournament we've seen.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah, and it's something always about Torrey Pines, isn't it?
It's boss.
Obviously, we talked about Tiger.
We did miss obviously Tiger. Like
we missed him there. Yeah. Could you imagine if it was him coming down the stretch and doing something?
Imagine he made them 2 birdies. Oh my word!
Brilliant. But we'll just finish on Rahm then. 26 got his maiden major now. Like, where can he go to? Who's world number 1 major wise? Is he a double figure major winner? He's got the first one out the way.
I'm just going to go with me normal shitbag answer. You can't go against them. What can you possibly say to that question? Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
it's hard
how many
to win
tournaments has he actually won in total?
I think it was his 4th, maybe.
Yeah, so
maybe 6th, one of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes in and out of form. He has stages, doesn't he? Because I know there was back in 2019 when he was at 19 or 18 when he had a run of miscuts. And
exactly. Yeah.
Dropped out the
top. Everyone can go through dips and thingos, but if you think about this, I just want to put that into perspective. So Richard Bland has played majors in 4 different decades, but he's only played 4 majors. That's mad, isn't it?
One every 10 years.
One every 10 years. Yeah. So if you think about that, the next 40 years that Rahm's got, or what, 20 years, sorry.
Yeah. He's going to be playing in every, if he plays the next 10 years, 4 a year, it's 40 majors, isn't it?
Good maths.
Good, aren't I?
Yeah, very good. Mate, honestly, there's no reason why you can't.
I agree, yeah. I'm excited to see where he goes with, because that passion for me, that's exactly what you want in golf. I know we talk about like the excitement coming from like a bit of beef or something between, and you want to see them play together. But for me, when you've got someone who holds puts like that and then goes off his head on 17 and 18, it's just unbelievable.
Well, yeah, you think about it there, Rahm should really be coming off back-to-back wins, world number one. Come and get me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Really?
Yeah. Should be.
So,
yeah. What about DJ? We haven't spoken about DJ again, have we? But he
dropped off, didn't he, as well?
A disappointing Sunday. Yeah. He's now lost his world number one. Do you feel like his motivation still there this year? I don't know.
Well, you'll see this week, because defending champ going in, just lost his crown. You'd like to see a little bit of oomph come out of him.
Because we were talking,
but he's had an injury, hasn't he, as well?
Yeah, I suppose, yeah. But he's changed his putter as well. He hasn't got that Spider X no more.
Oh, yeah. So
he's got the fanged one.
Yeah.
So I don't know what like I seen him as an unbelievable putter, me. So when he gets it going. And
again, he doesn't read the greens either, does he? So maybe that could be down to like you get Austin off a bit. And he's been injured. He hasn't been playing.
Yeah, he got him off with his poor form then.
He's a baller, and you see him like just balling.
We were talking about it, weren't we, a couple of months ago? Like, I can't see how he's never gonna lose.
Well, I thought never.
Like we were thinking it when he won Saudi, didn't he? He turned up at Saudi and won there at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And then we were thinking, like, who's going to beat him? How's anyone going to beat him? And now it's like...
It looked impossible.
Now, when's he going to win one again?
I know.
So...
Well, everyone voted for DJ in the Sunday Showdown, and I was like, I just don't feel like, Morikawa.
Oh, yeah.
Slaughtered him about 10 by 10 or something. He was anyway.
I thought Morikawa was going to do it, me.
Yeah. I know.
I thought it was, and again, it's just... Made up for Rahm. Unbelievable tournament.
No, brilliant. I tell you what else was unbelievable. Unbelievable showing by loads of our podcast guests.
Oh, honestly.
Wasn't it?
Yeah. We had the Legends Tour started, didn't it?
Yeah.
There was a tournament hosted by Ian Woosnam. Thomas Bjorn was there. Philip Price was there. They were all there. And Shaq Lady finished 3 under, tied for 7th in the end.
Exactly. Brilliant showing.
There was that. And then we had the Euro Pro, Sean Townsend, who we had on. Episode 10 on the pod. He had a treble bogey 7 on, I think it was the 2nd or 3rd hole on the final day, and he was leading or one off the lead at the time. Could have got his 2nd Euro Pro Tour win because he's won on the tour before, hasn't he? And then Challenge Tour. We had Ewan Ferguson, yeah. So Ewan was leading final group going into the, and then looking, I didn't see any of the golf, but looking at his scorecard, he just didn't really get going. He like a couple of birdies, a couple of bogeys, and was even par. And then he ended up having a couple of birdies coming in and finished tied 2nd again. So he's up to 9th now in the order of merit race to Mallorca. So
it's coming though, isn't it? Definitely for Ferguson. He seems like a proper player, doesn't he?
Yeah. His amateur credentials were unbelievable.
Well,
spoke about it when we had
and he's a legend as well, isn't he?
Yeah, proper legend, yeah. But he's playing on the European Tour this week as well.
Did Hull have a good outing as well this week?
Very good, yeah. The major LPGA Classic it was, wasn't it? She was leading after day one. She shot 7 under on the first round. But then she had a couple of 70s and the scoring was ridiculous. Nelly Corder, who eventually won.
Under.
She had 11 birdies on the Saturday. Shot 10 under. She had 1 bogey. 62. She's back up to world number 4 now. That's a 2nd win after she won at the Gamebridge. But I felt a bit for Leona Maguire.
Yeah.
She's obviously, it's a rookie year. She was looking for a maiden LPGA Tour victory. And 23 under where she finished 2 back. That would have been a new record for that tournament. Only for the fact that Nelly Corder beat 25 under. Yeah, so just like bad timing, really.
23 under, and you're not winning a tournament. You've just got to come away with a bad taste in your mouth, haven't you?
Yeah.
You've got to take your hats off to Nelly, haven't you?
She's
they're smashing at them sisters, though, aren't they? Both of them, like Nelly and
Jessica.
Nelly said Kelly there. Nelly and Jessica,
yeah, they're doing really well. The Maguires, I'm pretty sure that Leona Maguire is a sister as well, and her sister plays on tour. I'm not sure whether she plays. Is it?
I don't know.
No, I don't know.
That just rang a bell.
Fact check that, but I'm pretty sure they are sisters. I just don't know whether the other one's on the LPGA Tour or not. But they're all going to be playing at the there's a major this week on the LPGA Tour. Yeah, but we'll come on to that very soon. But I think it's that time again for the birdie bogey bust.
It's that time again.
It's that time again, y'all. The birdie bogey bust, the birdie bogey bust, birdie bogey bust.
Schön.
Boss. Shall I go first with my birdie?
Go on, brother.
I just want to talk about Matthew Wolf, really, opening up about mental health.
Oh, nice.
Because when we seen that he was off the board, remember he withdrew from a tournament, didn't he, after like a round, and we were like saying to him, I can't believe he's took someone's spot, and he's like, the money that's costing, was it the players?
Oh, and he won the 30 grand. He got 30 grand.
He got money.
Yeah, there it is. What's he saying?
He got money for it, yeah. So he's come out, and obviously you don't know what's going on, but he's saying like mental health's a really big problem, and he's like, kudos to every professional athlete. I haven't been out here for a while, but it's fucking hard. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's just showing like you don't understand the pressures. You just take for granted that.
Like we're slandering him for pulling out and getting 30 grand when really he's going through anxiety and depression and
whatever
and
whatever he's going through, yeah. And even Bubba Watson's come out and said, like, when you put that into perspective, he had a conversation with him. Yeah, there's one talking to Wolf on the range. It just reminded me where I should be, talking to people, talking about mental struggles. So that was my birdie this week. Just
no, it's good, isn't it? It's good, like for them to all talk about it and come out, because it might lead to other people, like where.
Yeah,
I know. I posted on the socials saying if anyone wants to chat, like we just chat like this for fun, don't we? So if anyone wants to chat,
yeah. Well, you talk about the I can't remember her name. There was a tennis player, and she withdrew from a tennis. I don't know what it was. I just seen it pop up on the news. It was quite a while back, and she pulled out, and she said she couldn't handle the pressures of doing press conferences and all that. And she just needed a break from it. So it just shows you like you don't know what
it goes from, because you're taking your hobby and then something that you loved and you're making money at it, and then you've got to like what Matty Baldwin said, you've got to work your ass off to stand still.
Yeah.
And it can get too much, can't it? Especially you go in Monday, you're on the road. It's graft, isn't it? So that's what Bubba says. Hats off to them, and it is, isn't it?
Well, he could have just turned up this week and not opened his mouth, not said anything. But the fact that me birdie is the fact that he's just opened up, being honest about it, and you know what I mean. He's had an unbelievable show, and obviously faded away like a lot of them did on Sunday, but unbelievable. So that was me birdie for the week. What's yours?
Mine is. You know what I always hate when the world number one gets passed and like someone comes fourth and the other one misses the cut and it's passed in like horrible style. I like that he's not only won a major to get to world number one, but he's won it with 2 birdies and a bit of grit and determination down the stretch.
So
and just
good.
Being earned the number one spot with passion and with honour.
Yeah.
Oh.
What was that?
I don't know what happened there. I'll just stand up and singing the national anthem there.
Legends. We spoke about this for my bogey. Richard Bland.
Oh yeah.
My bogey was just, I'd have liked him just to, after finishing his round on Friday, just to go away from the course. Yeah.
That's partly down to his caddy and that, though, I reckon.
And his team at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say, look, Rich, you're 48, mate. Let's go and get a steak. Chill out.
That's exactly what he
should
have done. Yeah.
Put the feet up back on it in the morning.
Yeah, but there's loads
even
to
get
go.
there an hour earlier. If you prep usually an hour, get there 2 hours, and you know what I mean. And just you've got rested, you've got brekkie in you.
I mean, I wouldn't normally like bring this up, but the fact that he's gone from like he shot at 67 and the next day he shot at 77.
Yeah,
10 shot. We talk about the
9 shot rule. This is the 10 shot. Yeah,
but that's like it's not comparable, is it?
Well, it's like we always say, though, isn't it? Where you're in positions and you're like, oh, I was 300 yesterday. Oh, I was here yesterday. You know what I mean? So you're constantly thinking, comparing to how good the day before was.
Yeah, I mean, don't. It could have been the pressures. It could have been anything. Do you know what I mean? You don't know. You didn't know whether it was down to fatigue. But for me, from an outside looking in, when he'd finished that round on Thursday, seeing him on there, I was like, that's a mistake. That.
Well, at the bell, you didn't see him at the Belfry going the range, did you?
No. So
it's the pressure of the tournament making him do things differently.
Yeah, seeing other people do.
I hope this doesn't happen on Saturday, but David's like, when you go and play this open qualifying, you'll be doing things that you've just never done in your life, and you'll be looking at yourself thinking, I've never done that. I'm saying, I hope not. But it's and it's the same. Like,
take us 6 holes to wake up, teeing off at 7:30.
Exactly.
We'll take me 6 holes.
But another thing that Dave was saying, like you play Formula All. You're comfortable, you're happy, you play SNA, you're all right. You go to these outside tournaments playing with strangers on different courses. These are playing with effectively strangers. He's new to that, like this new scene. And his head fell off and he went to range.
Yeah, I agree. What's your bogey?
My bogey is, and I don't know if this is anything to do with it, but the flag sticks were 1/8 of an inch thicker. And did you see the murder they were causing?
I've seen Sergio's.
Sergio's back to his feet.
Back to
Westwood
his feet,
one when it went into the rubbish. Kepka flicked one and it went off the thing. Kepka hit one where it hit the pin dead weight, didn't go in.
Didn't earth, yeah. Seen that one, yeah.
Who else? There was I think there was loads anyway.
What do you
that I
think?
can think of. But then, so I was like, all right, you've hit the flag, whatever, it's nothing. But then the bigger than the standard PJ Tour flags.
Yeah.
So if they were normal size, what happens? Is the tournament could be a completely different tournament? Do you know what I mean?
Potentially, yeah.
Especially for like Kepka, like that momentum on the part of three. It's like twice a year Kepka
Well,
the flag.
and the putting with some of the people are putting with the flagging,
but it thins out.
Oh, okay.
So it's the top of the flag stick that was causing the beef.
Okay, yeah. As it's bouncing and hitting it, it's
ricocheting. So why did they go thicker flags for the? Do you know what I mean?
Fact checks want to bring.
Surely that's if there's everything else in golf.
Is it?
And all like rules and surely there's got to be a standardized flag.
Well, you know what, the US Open, they just do what they want, don't they?
But I've even thinking that like Formby All is the thick. You've got these thick yellow flags, and at SNA you've got like a little skinny bottom bit, haven't you?
Yeah.
To help the ball go in nicer.
Yeah.
They need a universal flag stick. I think we should bring one out.
Let's do a Bogey Boys.
Bogey Boys universal flag stick. Yeah.
Me bust is. I don't know if you've seen it. A couple of incidents. Bryson DeChambeau not shouting 4.
Ah, right.
Yeah. So it's like, and what got me the most was on the.
Well, not just Bryson as well. You know, a lot of them didn't shout 4.
I didn't see. I only seen Bryson, but what I did see was Louis Oosthuizen hit one right on the exact same place on the. Was the par 3 the 11th or the 12th? It's the 11th, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the 11th. So he's blocked one out right, and there's all fans there, and he's just not said a word, put his head down, nothing at all. And other people have seen he's not shouting, and have to shout 4, and there's kids there and everything, do you know what I mean? And Louis Oosthuizen, it's the exact same shot, goes the exact same place as him, but shouts 4 like 5 times. You can see his face, like he's thinking, oh, please don't hit someone. And for me, it was just like, that's the way you should react. Do you know what I mean? It was like Bryson just didn't have a care in the world. It was more ego driven.
No, he's more,
like, it's a bad shot.
I think it's more, he's hoping that it does hit someone so it doesn't go too far out. Is that not my sick mind? That's what I'd be thinking. If that nails someone there, it could come back in.
Is that your birdie then?
Yeah.
No, that was me bust. Yeah, I just think you learn that from the very start, don't you? Like, shout 4. If your ball's going towards someone, shout 4.
Mate, I'm not trained of shouting 4. When me and my girlfriend were driving at a roundabout, there was a car coming, and I shouted 4. Because the car, and she was like, "Am I supposed to know what that means?" I'm like, "Man on, like there's a car coming."
Man on.
Yeah.
It is the equivalent, isn't it? Yeah. Man on, brilliant. What's your bust?
My bust, it's the tournament ruiner. Louis Oosthuizen not going for the last. I hate that.
Yeah.
You know, I hate it.
Yeah, that's been your bust a couple of times. That was the same. Same the other week,
because it's like, come on, like gear yourself up, try and make the eagle, and then you're like, wedge, come. It's just basically.
Even the comments said, "Oh my god, he's laid up."
Yeah.
It's like
he goes, this looks like a lot of. Even the caddy was like, I think the caddy was disgusted in him. Fact check.
No, but you say it's, you know, it sounds right though. Like we go back to that. You talk so many times about him finishing second at a major tournament.
And he's got the cheek to moan about it.
Yeah.
So
I know.
That's my bust anyway.
Good birdie bogey bust.
Lovely.
As always.
Moving on to the 1989 Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
I thought you'd lost your marbles when you'd said it was at the Belfry. I was like, we had that in 85.
We've had that again, yeah. I know, it's a couple of times it's held, hasn't it? So,
what do you reckon they've done there? Just because they got a win, they thought, let's try and...
Good omen, yeah.
Yeah, keep it there.
Keep it there, go for that one, yeah. But it didn't get a win this time. The second ever draw, 14 apiece, yeah. It was the second time that it was hosted the Belfry, and the second time it was a draw.
Sick.
So
this is the sort of Ryder Cup team you want to be thinking about doing it. Nick Faldo, Ian Woosnam, Seve Ballesteros, Sam Torrance, Canizares, Bernard Langer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they're proper, like, household names. Like, it's...
Yeah. Well, you're missing out someone there who was the star of the show, Christy O'Connor Jr.
Christy, oh, yeah.
We've got the plaque. I don't know if we've got the plaque, a picture there of the plaque where he hits that from. There he is, Christy O'Connor Jr. on 18, where he hits that famous shot from. And we've got a clip of it as well.
Christy O'Connor, second to the 18th. He's got the right club. Another, well, you've got to call it an American collapse, and that's a win for Christy O'Connor. A wonderful result. shades of Eamon Darcy roll down his way.
Yeah, there we go.
Sorry about what Mark sent in there. Absolute. What was
Bit of
that?
promo at the end, I don't know. I'd stop playing it after I'd seen the 2 iron shots.
Yeah, I think we need to work on clipping them down.
Yeah, but that was it. That was to be Fred Couples going down.
So I'm
18.
guessing he held that then. I got given that.
Yeah, he got given that for the match. Yeah, and won. He was I think he was 2 down with 3 to play. Fact check. And he won the last 3 holes, and that 2 iron was the famous one. And
Nice.
that
Do you know what? Just thinking it, Joe Barker just messaged in saying, yes, the lad's on the thing.
Yeah.
And Joe's ball landed by that plaque on the Belfry a couple of weeks ago. And he's got a video. He puts his phone down and hits it. And he hits a 3 iron like it goes on the green, like it was a belter shot.
Yeah, exactly like that one.
Exactly from
Brilliant.
that just reminded me of it there.
Brilliant, that. Boss stuff. 14-10, they were leading at that point, the European team. And then the Americans won the last 4 singles matches to take a half. Otherwise, it would have been 3 on the bounce for Europe. The Americans selected captains for the first time, and the 2 captains
picks.
Yeah. Raymond Floyd, who was the captain, went for Tom Watson and Lanny Watkins. And they're obviously then picks were important as well because those 2 were part of the 4 who won the singles match at the end. Yeah,
Sam Torrance and Nick Faldo as well. Like
they took out 2 of the big names. Yeah, but you see again the USA included a lot of rookies, didn't they? Paul Azinger's first one, and we just spoke then about Freddie Couples getting done by Christy O'Connor in 18. He was a rookie. It was his first one too.
Exactly, and it shows you as well the more rookies that the Americans are having, they're struggling, aren't they? When they were in there, they were flying with like loads of experience.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is another one where Tony Jacklins took the European captaincy as well.
Nice.
So it's consistency. There's one rookie for Europe, the same captain for 3 years in a row. So it's like they're getting a bit
more
of a
like
it's like a proper
team.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's obviously the turn of events now, and by all accounts, Europe should have won that one, but the Americans, they still retain the Ryder Cup because they were the holders and they drew, but obviously it doesn't go down as an outright win. But
that's better than getting slaughtered for 6 decades like we have been anyway. So it's
moving in the right direction. Definitely moving in the right direction. It was the first time ever as well the Ryder Cup was televised in America.
I remember you said that on the
last one. Yeah. So. Next we're moving into the 90s now.
That shows you it's starting to get a bigger tournament, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's getting televised in America. They're thinking this could be something. Now it's a spectacle, isn't it? Like it's
I can't wait for it. Hence why we're doing this.
Exactly, yeah.
But not long before we're back to the 2021. It'll be now, won't it? This year, Whistling Straits. Can't wait for it.
I know we should try and get over to
that. He takes us to another tournament. Yeah. St George's first. Right then. Couple of golf tournaments to review then as we look towards this week.
We've got a major to review.
Yeah.
1 of 5. Weird way the women have 5 majors, isn't it?
I know. Yeah.
Like, equal rights and all that. They've got more. Like it's like, come on, what's going on there? At the Atlanta Athletic Club, 6,831 yards. So half a beast compared to.
Say that's similar distance to what they've got at the Travelers this week.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
4.5 million for the prize money.
Yeah. The majors always pay well, don't they?
Yeah. Si Young Kim. Is it Si Woo Kim there? Si Young Kim is the defending champion.
This year. And I didn't watch any of this last year, so I'm not really sure what happened. Was it on last year, this one?
Yeah. Charlie Holt had 7th, and she did say her goal was to do better in the majors, so maybe she can go a bit higher.
Well, she's at form at the right time, and she,
exactly,
I think she finished tied 14th in the end. She finished, or 14 under, one of them. But I know she was 7 under for the first round, and then she had a good showing last week, so she's picking up form at the right time for it.
That's it. But you've got a fancy Corder, haven't you?
Yeah, after the way she's playing, yeah. Well, there's loads. There's Patty Tavatanik. You can't have a right here off the way she's playing this year.
As well, isn't she?
Exactly. So, an interesting one. I'm looking forward to watching it. I'll say I didn't catch this last year, so not really know what's going on, but I'll definitely be watching it this year.
No, 1,000,000%.
And see how we go.
And then we've got the European Tour as well coming up in Germany.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, Victor Hovland's due to play, providing his eyes okay. Don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah, what even happened there?
Yeah, well, he done an interview afterwards, didn't he? Or posted about it. I can't remember. I just remember seeing
It was a proper patch, wasn't it? Like he been poked.
Yeah. So what he said, he got sand in his eye, and normally you just blink and the sand comes out and you get over it. But it just seemed to get worse and worse as the day went on. So just an unlucky thing that's happened to him. But he's down to play the BMW International this week. So we'll just have to see, because he did withdraw, didn't he, from the US Open?
Yeah. I remember Ricey, when we had Chris Rice on the podcast, he said that he caddied for Horsey in this event, and they played in like 4 majors, and DJ come over to this, and he said it was the biggest crowd he's ever seen, bigger than the majors.
Was he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he didn't say it on the podcast, but I remember speaking to him about it one time when you.
Fact check.
Yeah, no, honestly,
had a few beers.
That's the truth.
That's definitely the truth.
Yeah.
No, I'm just joking.
But it's mad the way, like, so say now it's 7-2, it's in Germany. I don't know what the weather's going to be like, obviously in Munich, but last time it was in like Germany, the scoring wasn't the best, was it?
No, it was difficult.
But then we moaned when it was like 25 under in Tenerife.
Well, yeah,
like, what do we want? Like, what do we really want?
It was a number of things. One Marcus Armitage one, wasn't it?
Yeah. A 3-dayer as well, wasn't it?
Yeah. The rough was tough.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
They 800 it was, wasn't it?
Yeah. And they said the rough was tough. So I think it all depends. Like, distance isn't a problem for these now.
No.
I mean, 7-2, 7-2-8-3 as a par 72 is not a problem for these fellas now who are getting a 330, 320.
No.
I think it all depends on what hazards. I mean, I've not seen this course before, so I'm not really sure.
Golf Club Munchen Eckenried.
Yeah, see, no idea. So
know it well.
But has it got water? Has it got trees? What's the rough like?
The
what
rough,
are the greens?
I know the rough's up like the rough looked there quite thick.
Did it? Yeah. So I think that'll all determine the scoring really.
Of course,
Sergio's there, and so is Ryder Cup captain Podrick Harrington. So there'll be a few wanting to impress the captain.
So is German native Martin Keimer.
Yeah.
So I fancy him winning them.
Do you think he's going
to
win?
I don't know why I'm picking all these, making me predictions of every tour. Like.
I know, yeah. A few podcast alumni. There we go. First live fuck up there. Yeah, Richard Mansell, Ewan Ferguson, and Matty Baldwin.
Sick.
All there this week playing. Yeah. So I think.
Invites, or if they got, well, it must just be.
I think no, they've got some sort of category, haven't they?
So they get a couple of starts.
So they
or
can
whatever.
get a couple. Yeah, they'll get
nice.
if their category's chosen, they've got and they can get in, they can play. But
I've seen Baldwin swing looking tasty on when he was wherever he is. It was sunny, like
yeah. Anyway. He did play the challenge tour last week. I'm not sure how he finished. Yeah. But no, he's playing a lot. So we just wish the lads luck, don't we?
Of course,
I hope they do well.
It's like they're our mates, innit? I always look and think like, how's he getting on? How's he getting on? You're like, you feel like you spent an hour with them, so like,
yeah,
they're stuck with being our mates now.
That's
forever.
it, yeah.
Unless they block us.
I was going to say that's the next step, I think. Yeah. Give us a block, yeah. And then that brings us then onto the PGA Tour, the Travellers Champ. We mentioned it earlier, didn't we? DJ,
we did, yeah.
Defending champ.
Well, as you just said there, this is 6,841 yards, but it's a par 70. So it's not too far off the same yardage as what the women are playing. Yeah,
exactly. There's a few drivable par 4s I'm looking forward to because Bryson's in the field.
Yeah.
I was hoping Wilco would be there this week because he'd give a few bombs, but the second hole's 341. So a lot of the players can get there now.
You can get up there, Bryson.
Yeah, I'll say so, yeah. And the 15th hole, 296 yards. But this is very tree-lined with a bit of water.
But still, like, yeah,
it's
296, that's a 3-wood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, 3 iron for Bryson.
It's scary, isn't it?
He can hit them that
far.
They
had that hole in one on Saturday, 178 yards. He hit the pitching wedge.
I know, imagine that was winning.
Pitching wedge?
I know.
Like, that shouldn't be illegal.
Like, what is that about? He always hits it. Phil Mickelson, he went back-to-back here in 2000, 2001.
Yeah.
Obviously, DJ will be trying to follow that feat. And then the only other person who's done that's Bubba Watson. He won this in 2015 and 2018. So it's one that you want to get your hands on.
Bubba's won it 3 times, you know.
Bubba won it 3 times,
yeah. I can remember him being at the 3-peat, yeah.
3-peat, yeah.
I can't remember the last time I won it, but definitely rings a bell there.
Does it, yeah?
Mm.
Okay. And then 2017 champion was Jordan Spieth. So, you know, it's always the big names that seem to win this one because back in 2015, Bubba was one of the best in the world, wasn't he?
No, definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
So expected a low one.
You'd expect DJ to have a bee in his bonnet and just want to get back onto it and get his world number 1. Would he even get it back? Surely he would, wouldn't he, with a win?
Yeah, with a win, he'd get it back. Yeah, it would, yeah, because the points are close now. Yeah, 1,000,000% get it back. But yeah, as I say, I'm expecting a low one. 19 under. DJ won with last time.
Did he? Yeah. I know I'm saying I'd like DJ to get it back, but at the same time, I'd probably like Ram to go on and dominate. I love domination. Like when DJ was going to win, I couldn't see him lose and Tiger dominated. Like
you want Ram to just keep the number one spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only reason I didn't like Ram winning this week was because you picked him and you picked him. Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
I had 3 missed cuts and a win, so I don't even know if I've even got any plus points. I might still get.
You're the only man that can tell us. Like,
I know, yeah. I haven't done them yet. I have done my picks though. We'll give you them now. I've gone for Bryson DeChambeau this week.
Oof.
Yeah, I just think when you look at the distance, and he will be furious at what happened.
Oh,
got that back 9 on Sunday.
Yeah.
He'll be furious. So I think the way he's the type of guy who'll punish himself by just 2 hours on the range only and getting that sorted.
Yeah.
So
to see him working on his grip a few weeks ago, last week, sorry.
No.
Yeah, he was doing like deadlifts, but with the big weight in his hand, saying he's working on his grip strength.
No.
Like as in his like grip like that.
Oh, for his
not his golf grip, yeah, like his actual
doing a full.
So it must have been to gouge out the US Open.
Yeah, maybe.
Really, we've got well for him, did it? But
it was going well until his collapse. Yeah,
I suppose. Yeah,
going good. Yeah.
Go on, you give all your picks. I've got another little method to man.
Okay, yeah, sound. A pot 2, Phil Mickelson.
Yeah,
playing very well, and he's 2-time winner here. So,
and he's pot 2.
And he's pot 2. Yeah, go for him. Pot 3, Hood.
Yeah,
got to pick Hood, haven't I?
Yeah.
I knew he wasn't playing the US Open. That's why I never picked him. And pot 4.
I texted him saying good luck this week.
I know you did.
Then checked that he
no wonder he blanked you.
You liked it?
Oh, fair enough. And then pot 4, I've gone for Chase Koepka. The only reason being is I've seen Chase a couple of times in pot 4 and I've never picked him, and he always makes the cut. So I'm just picking him, see how that goes. How about you?
Right, so I've gone for a bit of a stable, all from Parsons stable.
Okay.
So I've gone for Harris English,
yeah,
Patton Kizzire,
yeah,
Hudson Swafford,
yeah,
and Brian Gay.
Brian Gay,
yeah.
Brian Harmon is stable.
Oh yeah, Brian Harmon
and Hudson Swafford's not with Justin Parsons.
Forget that. Completely wrong. What I've gone for is 2 out of Justin Parsons stable, and
we get an hour, yeah.
2 that I like.
Heads fell off.
Have we gone over an hour? That's what's happened.
That's what's happened. Yeah. No, good picks then. Not a good logic, but good picks.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Brian Gay's a good pick. He always does. He always seems to do well.
He can put it around, can't he?
Yeah. Hudson Swafford. He's picked up a bit of form, hasn't he?
Yeah. He wants to get over to Parsons him. Where have I got that from? Oh, because he's made to Harris English.
Yeah.
Ah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Parsons he's got.
And Brian Harmon. I don't know what I done that when I tagged them all in the post. I tagged Brian Gay
instead of Brian
Harmon.
Yeah.
Brian's wrecking me Barnett, man. Killer that.
No, but look, these as always, mate, love having these conversations with you. We've had an unbelievable treat having me last week with the US
it was
Open.
amazing, yeah. Hey, the course record here, before we wrap up, the course record is a 58 by Jim Furyk in 2016.
I remember him doing that.
What do you reckon about someone doing that?
Double
or quits.
Do you want to go again, do you?
What am I up to now?
I lost count.
It's got to be.
You owe me a good bit of money.
Remember I texted you that thing? £1 doubled 19 times or 20 times is $1 million odd.
So you probably owe me $1 million.
I'm close.
You're close to $1 million.
Double or quits.
On the mill, yeah. It'll just keep going till it evens out, won't we? You know what you like.
That's it.
But yeah, looking forward to the golf. Yeah, I've got another major over on the women's tour. Looking forward to seeing the lads on the European tour, and then hopefully Hudson can get the win.
Yeah,
it'd be great to see him back in the winner's
circle.
Better,
yeah. Oh, definitely, 1,000,000%.
I reckon we could go for a treble, yeah. Charlie Hull, Hudson Swafford, and Ewan Ferguson treble.
In the bet?
Podcast bet, yeah.
Oof, get it on.
Someone want to go for, see how we get on
Let's get it on.
But we'll certainly catch up next week with everyone, and be back again on our lives.
Yeah, we
enjoying
will.
These.
I like it, yeah. You forget that it's on, don't you?
Yeah, you do, to be fair, yeah. But until next time, we'll catch you all soon. Enjoy your golf.
Ciao.